If I can sum up today's superhero time in one word, that would be gold. Welcome, guys, to another superhero time review, and today I'm wearing something with gold. So this is basically a black shirt, but it's got a lot of gold print in it. So yeah, you get the picture. So works. So today's Kamen Rider Geo features the debut of Kamen Rider Geo Grand Form, or Kamen Rider Grand Geo, as if you would like to call it that way as well, of course. So this is basically just Sogo, completing all the ride watches and unlocking the powers of Grand Geo. My favorite part, however, in this story is was getting possessed by Momotaros and fighting the Imagines as Kamen Rider was Ginga finally. So that's actually amazing. Well, plot wise, I don't think that's gonna be important. So yeah, I won't consider it a spoiler, but how he fights is definitely fun to watch. So you guys should watch it when it comes out. I actually jokingly called it Kamen Rider Den was, just because of the fact that Momotaro's possessed was and fought in Waz's body, and seeing Momotaro's fight is definitely hilarious, and you also get the typical Kamen Rider Den-O battle theme, so it made the fight scene more nostalgic in a way. And of course, we get a conclusion to the story of the another Den-O and the guy who made a contract with the Imagine. So we see the reasons for their fighting and why they got into this mess. So, well, it's kind of a sad yet a touching story, to say the least, without spoiling too much. So, yeah, that's basically it. So, watching Grand Geo fight, actually, he fights alongside the Momotaros and Zeronos. So, yeah, it's also a great fight. Now, we have Geo's power, so we've seen it in the previous episode. Well, it's kind of spoiled in the last episode, actually, but we see it in full action today. So, not only did Geo summon other Kamen Riders from their respective timelines to perform attacks on the enemies. So he also demonstrates using weapons of other Kamen Riders. So today he only uses Kamen Rider Kuga's Titan Sword. But of course, in future episodes, we'll see more Legend Rider weapons being used by Grand Geo. So that's basically it for today. Well, just showcasing Kamen Rider Grand Geo's abilities and concluding in the another Den-O arc. So yeah, it's a great episode in general, but maybe not one of the best if I'd say. If anything, like it's thanks to Momotaros, like he's my favorite Imagine. So that alone makes watching the episode worth it. So moving on to today's Ryu Soldier. Now, Ryu Soldier today has a lot more details that I can talk about, so to say. So we are introduced to Kanaro, aka Yuso Gold, of course, and we also see a new Druidon General, who is called Gakirius. So Gakirius is voiced by Tetsu Inada, who originally voiced Doggy Kruger, aka Deca Master in Tokusou Sentai Deca Ranger. So basically, Tetsu Inada returns to voice a villain this time around. So, however, voice wise, they really sound similar. Just like Gakiryu's has a more like a slightly deeper and more sinister tone, but you still hear the resemblance in the voice. Of course, being Tetsu Inada as the voice actor and all, but yeah. So, one funny thing that I recall about today's New Soldier episode is that we only see Wisel for a few seconds after Gakirius enters. Like, they have an argument. Wisel gets pissed off and he just walks away. That's it. That's the only time we see Wisel in this episode, and everything else, Gakirius takes over. Of course, it's definitely not the end of Wisel. We're definitely gonna see him in future episodes, with some kind of crazy, uh, like over the top plot that just to satisfy his own ego and such. But anyway, focusing on Kanaruho is our main focus for this episode, of course. So we immediately see him transform into Yuso Gold for the first few minutes of the show, and we also see what kind of person he is. Now, I would compare Kanaro to other sixth rangers who are the aloof type, but seeing his character, like, I don't think he lacks that much depth at the moment. Like, he's not a bad guy to be precise. Like, he really shows like a heroic side to him, but his drive for being a hero is kind of weird to say the least. Now, I really don't want to spoil the reason, but let's just say that it's weird. So yeah, but he does fight against the druidons as expected. Uh, but he's also the type who's, nah, I'm not interested in joining your team type of guy. That's why I would put him in the aloof sixth rangers type. But comparing to other aloof type six rangers, like, he doesn't show much depth. Like, it's just that he seems to be not in, like, he seems uninterested in joining the Liu soldiers, period. So we do see his we do see him in action, however, which is great, and he immediately whips out his bitty bitty soul, which looks awesome. Like, uh we immediately see the Gold Ranger use his power up and a powered up finisher, and I really like the design of Bitty Bitty Soul in general. Like, although just looking at the minute details of the suit, we can see that the Bitty Bitty Soul armor has a bit more yellowish tinge to it, compared to the, well, rather darker, the slightly darker tinge that the uh, Ryuso Gold suit has in general. But it really looks great, especially when you can see that it's quite shiny and almost glossy. Like, you can almost see your reflection through it. But yeah, that's very nice. Now, another interesting thing to note in this episode is that there's a civilian who's quite focused. She has this kind of relationship with the person who came with the Minosaur. So this character named Akane was portrayed by Mika Akizuki. Now, she originally appeared in Kamen Rider Forze episodes 34, 33, 34. So she appears in 2 episodes, and she was the girl who is the self-proclaimed girlfriend of Gentaro Kisaragi, aka Kamen Rider Force. So I'm really glad to see her again because I really loved those episodes from Kamen Rider Forze, and I really shipped the two of them back then. And I'm just disappointed that she was just like a guest character, and Gentaro basically puts her in the friend zone, like literally befriended the heck out of her. But really, it's really nice to see her again. Although this time in Super Sentai, although she's a guest again, but yeah, I really do appreciate that. So comparing the 2 episodes, like I actually prefer the U Soldiers episode today. So for Kamen Rider Geo, I'm gonna give it like a 3.5 out of 5 stars. But I would give today's U Soldier 4 stars out of 5. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please do leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JE Fusion. This has been Philip, and I'll see you on the next Superhero Time review. Bye!